Yes.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So, I don't know.
We should be
I don't
set
know
up.
what's
We
gonna
should be
happen,
set
what's
up.
gonna happen now.
We should be set up. Okay, it seems like we're in the Bedlin live stream.
We're in this bitch.
Coming soon. Yeah. Okay, we live.
We're live.
We live. We definitely live now.
Yes.
Where?
Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay, well, I believe you.
I believe.
Yeah. Now with everything going on, there's obviously gonna be a bit of a delay. But episode 1, bro, welcome. What's good, bruh? Yeah.
Episode 1, season 2.
Yeah, this is a second rebrand that we're doing. So before we're doing the Blaze Cafe podcast. So now we've decided to change and call it the M.I.A. podcast. M.I.A. standing for Made in Africa. So we're showcasing artists that are made in Africa, African art by Africans, for Africans, and for the rest of the world. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So if you're tuning in for the first time, welcome. If you regular member, welcome as well. I see someone's already live.
There's
with
already
us.
someone live with us. Yes. How are you doing? How you doing?
So yeah, for those that don't know,
I'm super excited for this interview because this is Bongani Dube, guys. Now he's like probably one of the funniest comedians I know, stand-up comedians I know. Like he doesn't have to be standing. He doesn't even have to be standing type thing. Like he's genuinely hilarious. Are you from Pretoria? Because that's where I met you. I want to know tell the people your story. Where you from? How'd you get into this shit?
Originally, I'm from Limpopo, all the way in Tondo, Venda.
Okay.
My mom was in Turkey when she had me, so she was also in TUT. And
Oh snap!
yeah, man, she's like, yo, man, I'm ready to take care of my son. Then I moved to Pretoria, and then before you know it, boom, I'm in Pretoria for like years, B.
Yeah.
100 years, and I was there for a while.
Wait,
Yeah.
were you so you were there to study initially, or?
Yeah. First, we joined my mom's, back in primary school. I came to join my mom's.
Yeah.
And her and I were together for a while. We're still together right now, even though there's another man in the. Excuse me, the man needs other things. I was like, what's that? Yo, just financial part. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So now he's in the picture. I got a brother now, and now we live in Hartbeat.
Yeah, I wish you told me you had a brother whose phone number you were giving me because I called him with much hype thinking, oh no, this is Bongani Dube. I'm so glad I didn't tell you because I wanted to tell you while looking at you that you did not warn me.
That you have a brother.
I lost my shit on your brother and your brother didn't understand. He's like, what the fuck is going on? And then It got wild really quick in like the quickest 2 seconds.
Listen, bro, I wanted to ask you, because we were checking out like a couple of your sets. Do you start all of your sets by having the crowd?
I tried to, yeah.
Now, guys, I want you, if you're watching, please, after this, you have to Google Bongani Dube live at the Goliath Comedy Club.
This one right here.
Oh my God.
Right here.
We're about to play a bit of it. We're about to play a small bit of it.
This guy.
But I'm sorry, man.
This guy.
Look at this man.
Hey, I'm beyond all that fuck shit. Hey.
You come out dancing to the toughest dance move I've ever seen from a man by himself. First of all, no club inspiration.
Yeah! What's up? How you guys doing? Yes. You guys good? I love that English. Symbolizes cause, right? It symbolizes, I don't know. It could be anything. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to do it.
Watch this man. Look at this man.
But anyway, nah. Let's not go too far in it. I just wanted to know, because at the start of the sets and at the start of most sets, like, you start off by like going in on the crowd. Is that like
you have
your
a specific
thing?
member.
Yeah, no, like, here's the trick. I figured that if I speak to the crowd first, and then you guys know that I'm in the room and I acknowledge you guys as you've been in the room before I got there.
Yeah.
And like in all black culture, they say when you walk into a house, you must greet them.
You must greet
Yeah.
everybody, yeah. Because there's this other one, dog, at the...
You picked on some timer, bro.
There's this other one at Parker's, live at Parker's Comedy, dog. There's this other timer you were having. He was not feeling you,
smiling.
dog. He was not smiling.
Like, you can see it from the back of his head that the man wasn't smiling.
They got fucked up by night. You're not laughing there. I wasn't laughing there, but this one, yeah, just looking at me like, what are we doing?
So I want to ask, right?
You know, everyone's having a good time.
He's the only
He's
one.
the only
that's
one who's like, nah. I want to ask. So how did you actually get into this whole stand-up comedy thing? Because I mean, like, were you like told like all the time you were growing up that you're hilarious? How did you get to being at this point? How did you start with all of this?
Shit like that.
First, I failed in graphic design.
Yeah.
Like bad. Like bad, bro. I failed, and then I was like, fuck. I went to Cape Town for, I don't know what it was, but like it was just before 2010. And while I was there, I met up with some old high school friends. They're like, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know, man. I just did graphic design. I failed. They're like, what? You should be doing stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are right. Then I wrote a joke, but it was terrible. You know? It was like,
Wait, what year was this?
yo, this was 2010, dog.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I wrote my first bad joke. Time went by, it was up and down, and then eventually I joined the Comedy Society at TUT.
Yeah.
And I was rolling with those cats and shit, and
Oh, nice.
we went to one gig. This was like the first gig I ever did. I got paid for the first time, $400.
Damn.
It felt like $1 million. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
can
just that
imagine.
feeling to get
To
paid,
get paid
from
for something you
that
love doing.
Yeah.
You know, and then unfortunately, I got a job and then the comedy disappeared, right?
Yeah.
And then I met a guy. Him and I started doing comedy again together. Then the comedy started coming back up. And then they stole my steering wheel out of my car.
They stole
What?
your steering wheel.
Come again.
Yeah, dog.
Wait, what the fuck are you saying right now?
These guys are like Legos. You can piece them together. Like,
You could piece it together.
it's like Lego. Just piece them together.
Hold on, dog. Me, I wanna ask you about that Mandela boxing science joke, bro. What the fuck inspired that?
That was one of my favorites.
Were you chilling and you were like, nah, I need to have this man for never actually being seen punching another gent, like.
Let me look at my.
You're stupid.
I was trying to be woke. You know what I mean? I was
Trying to be woke. Please explain.
like, jokes. Yeah, I was like, yeah, let me talk about my favorite politicians, right?
Yeah.
Like, I was dissing everybody. I was dissing Gandhi. I was dissing everybody. But then the crowd was still not feeling very well.
Until you introduced
Until you
Madiba.
introduced that.
Then Mandela came up. They're like, oh, here we go.
That's the one.
Like, there's a big box out there.
Wait, actually, let's
There's no evidence that he's ever won a fight.
let's speak a little about your process, because this goes a little bit deeper into how you go, because I mean, rap is different. We rap, and constructing a punchline could be similar to writing a joke. I don't know. How do you go about realizing that, oh snap, this is the punchline, this is the setup? You know what I mean? What is your process?
Like, to compare it to like rap, you take like someone plays you a beat, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you're going direction. Someone plays you a beat, because in our heads there's constant beat. Our beat is like, I'm feeling good today, or I'm feeling like this, or I really want to talk about that. That's how
Yeah.
And then what would happen is that maybe you just like mumble on the beat, just like mumbling on the beat.
Yeah, just trying to find a rhythm, yeah.
You know, the words are coming together. So with comedy, with jokes themselves, like I'll get like maybe a concept. I'll think about like Sindani or like Gossi Johnson, right?
Yeah.
And I'll start there. I'll just start talking to myself about it, and now it becomes this weird thing, like an idea at the back of my head.
Uh-huh.
And then I'll call somebody, like any random person that like someone that finds me fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And I start talking to them, and I let that shit come out, and then before you know, boom.
Oh, so you sort of like use other people as like soundboards, eh?
Yeah. I bounce ideas of
Yeah.
So you get inspired by conversation, really.
I'll bounce something like about Corona with you, and then the next person I'll bounce off something about like finger blasting. You know what I mean?
Finger blasting. Hey, oh, finger blasting king.
You don't know what finger blasting is?
No.
Finger blast.
What does that mean? Fuck off.
Your influences, dog. Who
inspires you to do?
Who
do
inspires
this?
you? Do you have like a top 5?
Been love for a long time. You guys have been joining for a long time. You don't finger blast no more. You just you must go off the engine. So all these weird things just come together, and then it becomes like a proper joke.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, but the jokes usually happen when I'm on stage. They just come out right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are your comedic influences, bro?
Like who inspires you?
Who inspires you?
Like old, very, very old lesbians.
Old?
What?
Like, old lesbians, the lesbians that are like 98. Those old ones.
Yeah.
They just wake up at home one day. And they be like, why is it that I'm sakubula when last is my pillow class? Those ones.
That's your comedic inspiration. Like a lot of people would have gone like with Richard Pryor.
Yeah, bro. I was
Eddie
waiting to hear Richard Pryor.
I thought that's where we were going. Oh wow. Oh my god. This is why I wanted to watch this. This is why I wanted to do this interview. This is probably one of my favorites.
Yo,
oh my god, I'm in
Shout out to
tears.
Cindy Pierce, who's live with us right now. Cindy Pierce, we see you. Salute to everybody that's live. Send us your questions. If you live with us right now, send us
some
questions.
man.
If
Send
you
us
want to
some
holler at
questions.
Bongani. You said something very, very deep about Chinese people at Parker's. Was that because of Corona, or do you have a very deep-seated dislike for Chinese people there?
No. This is what I believe.
Okay.
Corona has divided the world. People that are racist. And those that just don't like Chinese people. You know what I'm saying? The racists are Mongolian. Those ones are like, yeah, we built a wall. Keep the disease inside. Because we're dealing with Corona. I'm not saying I don't like them. I'm just saying
Yeah.
It's their fault.
bats would be in a better place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like if you just love yourself enough not to keep bats, eh?
Actually, quick question: How has this coronavirus lockdown impacted you and your whole stand-up comedy movement? Like, how are you navigating around this?
I haven't done any guys. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
You guys can be like, yo, I'm glad this guy had voice.
Well, have you been paying attention to like what's happening digitally and like sort of pivoting online? Have you like sort of started engaging your followers and shit?
No, I'm usually just listening, dog. Because now here's the thing, I'm also cooking something here at Cribble. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm on the laptop. I'm just like cooking something up and whatnot. So like,
Nice.
I'm just listening. I'm not really trying to be like, oh yeah, look, I'm also doing the challenge. Look at me.
Yeah. You're just soaking up the game.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I'm like, you guys play with hula hoops. Me, I'll be here.
we play with the hula hoops.
I'm not gonna work hard. I'll see you with your hula hoops later. Ready for the hula hoop challenge.
Yeah.
But bro, there's so many challenges, bro. I'm like, I can't keep up, bro. There's too many challenges. There's blue tongue challenge, prank your mother challenge.
Hey man,
bruh. Hey,
it's
all
the
of
challenges.
them.
It's the battles now. Battles are really
Hey, the
popular.
battles. Even I did a battle, bro.
You guys did a battle.
No, I did. I don't know about Marley and battling, but even I jumped in. You gotta keep up with the kids, bro. If the kids want to see battles, you gotta battle now and again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right, bro. What do you say to a nigga?
Yeah, nigga.
Dog, you're really in your
Oh my God.
sets. You're really hung up about white people and the land. Is that just a joke or?
Hey man, look, here's my thing, bro. I like to say it as I like to say it, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
It's not like I'm like pressing on the land issue. It's just my thing is that I understand some of us want the land, the rest of us are not sure what we do with the land. Me, I'm standing on the fence where I'm saying, guys, keep the land where it rightfully belongs. If it belongs to a black guy that can farm, give that guy.
That knows what
Yeah.
he's doing. Yeah.
If you're gonna give me the land and then next thing there's a shabin there. Come on, man, guys. Come on.
True.
Now,
Facts.
now I'm not land for the betterment of the country, of the people. So, but I just like making fun of white people. White people are fun to make fun of because they've always been the so-called on top race. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a lie. We're the superior race. The niggas.
Is this
Facts.
it,
Facts.
is your liking of having fun of white people why you choose to have fun of Musi a lot as well?
I like Musi is my vibe, man. I like Musi because he's not a lot of people talk about him in a positive light per se.
Yeah.
To a degree, Musi sort of represents my kind of people, like the guys who we don't speak all the vernacular languages, but you know what I'm saying. But like also we like to speak English, and we've gone past the fact that apartheid was the worst thing that could have happened to a country, but it happened. Where we at now?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna say don't give that guy a job because he's white, whereas he is qualified and the other niggas are not. You know what I mean? Like I don't wanna live in a world where we're still in black and white now. Cause now, I mean, come on, bro, we need to progress forward. So Musi,
Facts.
to a degree, speaks that language. It's just that South Africa is still quite divided between the cheese boys and the baloney boys. You know
The
what I'm
Cheese
saying?
Boys and the Paloni Boys. That is my favorite term. That is my favorite term for 2020.
That's our big division. The fact that some of us supposedly grew up eating cheese, the rest of us had baloney.
No, but that's
When you put them together, it's a fire sandwich. I'm just saying. We come together like cheese and balloon.
Nah, I feel you.
Oh man, you're insane. You're insane. Woo, woo. Now we just need to tweak.
Nah, we just need to tweak something. Apparently, you're coming in very soft to the people listening.
Oh shit. Oh hi guys.
Oh man. Question, man. Yo, Nazo. So I wanna know. We've been watching quite a few of these videos. Firstly, I wish you had more that were up here, man. But I wanna know, out of all of these, which one was your favorite show to do and why?
Yo. Weird. I don't know, man.
Cause I mean, you've been playing some really, really heavy like comedy clubs, man. Like some really, really up there type names and shit.
I'll be honest with you, like my favorite show is always the one where I completely lost control of who I was when I was on stage. You know?
Yeah.
I went on, I thought I knew where I was going. Next thing we went this way and we just flew together for like a while, and we were making fun of Chinese people. Everybody was nice.
Oh my God.
You know? Bro, no one cares. Like in the beginning, someone says Boris Johnson, they go, ooh. Next thing they're like, and then they're all laughing. Those are my favorite shows where I can literally push the envelope like to the furthest degree. And as much as some people can be offended, they still cool with it.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite shows.
No, the first time I ever saw you live,
Hard to tell, man.
first time I ever saw you live was at the Orbit. Like during my face, and there was a disabled guy on a wheelchair who you had zero respect for. Now I want to know, in moments like that, have you ever dealt with like a super uncomfortable audience where you had to like win them back and stuff like that. Cause I remember him being super uncomfortable at the fact that, oh snap, oh now I'm the target now. Now you're talking about me. Now I'm part of your set and people know me in this room, type thing.
Oh shit.
How do you deal with that?
I don't know. I think like I'm slightly gifted with the ability to just touch your uncomfortability, but not to provoke you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm dealt. You know when a doctor says, bend over and cough. Yeah. you know he's touching you in a weird way, but you don't say,
Yeah.
I can grab your throat out, tell you to cough, and you cough, but you won't be the first thing you tell your friends when you get to the bride. You know, like, hey, how was your day? Hey, you won't believe, man.
You won't believe.
Some shit happened.
You know, won't be like that. But I'm able to finesse my way around like very touchy subjects, like among some people. You know, like I know,
Yeah.
like that lesbian joke I said earlier on with the whole when last did we have kill shots, right?
Yeah.
Some lesbians could think it's quite offensive, but also at the same time, is it really?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a weird world of like understanding that I'm painting an idea. I'm gonna send you guys an idea.
How do you go
but
about doing
these
that? bro?
won't be my words.
How do you go about feeling the room out in a matter of seconds? Because you don't have too long while you're up there to be like, yo, this is working.
Yeah,
Let me
this
keep at
isn't-
it.
Yeah,
this
no,
isn't
you
working.
don't.
Let me pivot.
You literally have a minute. You have 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute of grace.
If you fuck it
Like,
up within
you
that
fuck
minute,
that
Have
it's
you
minute
ever
up.
been? Have you ever been in a room whereby it was just like crickets? No one was vibing. Like
Yes,
nada.
yes. I've been
How
in a
was
room
that
like that. I'm getting my
experience?
mom. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. Because the worst part is that the night before I was on fire. I was on fire. People, oh my god. The bombs, yeah, you're a star. I'm like, oh wait, I'm a star. The next day, it's quiet.
falling
People are
apart.
just,
Hey, son.
what is this guy talking about? I'm doing the same joke, bruh. To the point where at the end of my jokes, I was like, you know, these jokes worked yesterday. They were like, yeah,
Hey, son.
no, we're not yesterday's people. Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
that hurts your feelings, dog. Yo, you go home, yo, you can't sleep, yo, you tossing and turning, nightmares. Oh my god.
Also,
Yes,
dog,
it's
explain
fucked up.
taxi levels. You spoke about this thing about there being levels to taxis.
About
When
how
Oh, yeah.
there's a CI.
When a CI,
And there's a quantum.
There's a quantum.
Yo, you
Oh my
niggas,
god.
yeah, you niggas do a deep dive, bro. like, yeah, niggas do a motherfucking deep dive.
Quantum.
We
Gune
see here,
CI.
they can preach
Gune
that
quantum.
You can stand and
How
breathe
you
in
niggas know
English
this?
and shit.
You can greet people in
Let me-
Oh my God.
Shit like that. Shit like that.
You stupid, bro. Oh my gosh.
That was a
No,
lot.
no, I've caught a lot of taxis. My nigga, I've caught a lot of taxis in my life. Like, yeah.
When
Like,
you-
nigga, I know all the
when
taxis.
you in
No,
a
there's no
taxi
taxi
when
that can
you came
surprise
up
me.
with that one.
Shit. I may have. It's weird. Sometimes when I'm in a taxi, I'm in my head, I'm telling jokes to myself about everybody that's in the taxi, you know? First day, I'm like, yo, this guy's quite yes. I'm sure he's dating a woman that sells acha. You know what I mean? So it's that shit.
Jesus Christ.
And this is all happening in my head. When I see a guy open the door, I'm like, please God, let the door fall. Please God, let the door fall. Just let everyone in this whole taxi be late. Please God. And then and the door falls. I'm like, God, you exist. You are real. You are real.
You're real?
Not only in Nigeria. You are here in South Africa.
Nah, I feel
And
you.
then-
Oh my god.
Are you still going to church to watch people sleep?
I think it was a lie. I'm sorry, that was a lie.
No,
Hell no, man. Look, like I used to go to church. I stopped going to church. I was like, fuck this place, man. There's too many lies in church. Everybody lying to everybody, dog. Everybody. Bro, you tell me you this lie all the
Besides
time. You
lie,
this happy.
dog, everybody's
Really?
trying to stunt on everybody.
Doug, they say church is a hospital for the sinners and the lost. Have you been to hospital? You trying to have you seen people in the hospital looking nice, wearing ties, You know what I'm saying?
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Trolling.
Shit like that. Shit
No,
like that.
nigga, they died. Oh boy, oh no,
I can't
just
be
last
here.
guy. Last guy for me. You have tuberculosis. Yeah, last guy for me. I'm on my way out.
That's guy for me.
That's hospital. You go to church, it's a party. I'm like, what kind of hospital is this? And why is the same patients all the time? I'm like, no. This is what I mean. I came, I got healed. I'm leaving now. I don't want to live here. My medical aid doesn't cover this. I'm sorry. Jesus died for my not all. Christ aid does not cover this. Christ aid is like, oh what?
Nichols show, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh snap! And
And
you met Don Madge.
You got to meet one of our favorite local MMA fighters, Don Madge.
Yeah, I
What
sat
was
right
that
next
like?
to the
What
guy,
was
bro.
Don like in person? Did you tell him some jokes? Did he
Yo,
laugh?
he's so calm, bro. He's like a pit bull.
Yeah.
He's like a pit bull. Yeah, he's chill. He's nice. Smiles, gives you everything that you want. The moment you say something fucked up, and then you see his teeth, and you're like, oh, okay, let me back up. Because I remember while we were chilling, there was a bowl of biltong there, and then I just got into the room. I greet the guys, what's up, guys? And I see the biltong, and Don was going in. I went in before him, then his hand touched mine. They looked at me, just her. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. What's your biltong? I'm sorry. Let me just take the black fruit. I had guava that day, bro. Yeah. My stomach was so balanced.
So now, Christian, I see you did this Trevor Noah shandy, bro. I want to know, how did that actually pan out? Like, how did you get involved with it? Did you actually meet Trevor Noah? Did you get to chat to the
What was the
dude?
deal with
What
the
was the
Trevor
deal?
Noah thing? You know what I mean? Like,
I met Trevor on the day before my show, like literally, I think 5 minutes before I went on. I saw the guy. He's like, yo, good luck. I'm like, thanks, bro. Then I went on. And they, like, here's the thing. So before Trevor hit the States and he went global, right?
yeah.
He was working with a couple of local guys here. So the local guys are still here, still handling business.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, you guys are still on the streets. Let me know who are the 12 hot young guys that I can like put on a show. And then boom, my name came up, and yeah, dog, it just happened just like that. But it was on April the 1st, so it was one of those like, you almost had me, Trevor, these jokes are going too far. Like the whole time when they said, Bongani, welcome to the stage, I was still like, this guy. I'm sure when I start talking, they'll stop the mic and say, psych, nigga. We did all of this shit to make a joke of you. Yo. That's what I thought. I'm sorry. But no, the world doesn't revolve around me.
So, what are your like outlooks in terms of like where you want to take this? Like, is it just about the comedy? Are you trying to get into film? Are you trying to get into sketch? Like, is it?
That's what I'm cooking right now, man. That's what I'm cooking right now. I'm cooking up my own little either like a series.
Hey,
you know,
holla if you need music.
If you need music,
10 episodes, for sure. Yeah, no, it's proper African style. Just for an idea, just to throw it out there, it's like what you call it? It's like what do you call that thing when they bring a group and then they test something? Crowd, what is it?
Focus group.
Focus group, yeah. The focus group it. So the idea of the whole thing is like, let's say Jesus had a baby brother.
Okay.
From Zimbabwe. Back in 2002. And these niggas want to come to South Africa.
Start the sentence again, please.
Go back.
Okay.
Let's say Jesus had
a baby brother.
Jesus had a baby brother.
Yeah.
Who is born in Zimbabwe.
Okay.
So he's Zimbabwe.
All right.
So they come to South Africa to find a new life.
Okay.
You see what I mean?
So Jesus and his little brother come to South Africa.
No. Jesus' baby brother. Begging Kulunkulu. Not Jesus. Jesus is not here.
Okay.
Baby
it's just begging Kulunkulu.
I need to be sure. Okay.
Begging Kulunkulu is the baby brother of Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah. Look at God. You understand? He's not it, but his miracles are, they are, they're not.
We got your YouTube up here. I'm just gonna plug you for a second. If you're watching,
okay,
if you're not following Bongani Dube, do what I'm doing. I'm subscribing.
Away, bro.
Subscribing to
Appreciate that.
Yeah. Go subscribe to the homie, man. Okay, so you're just to get back on track. So your whole thing's about baby Jesus's little brother finding a new life.
Jesus' little brother.
Where in
Jesus'
America
little brother,
or
a
in
guy
South
named
Africa?
South
Nkulunkulu.
Africa.
A divine, let me just put it like this, like the next Messiah, but from Zimbabwe, in a sense, right?
And is he
Who
like
does
trying to
like
come up
Is
and
there
like
a
be in
reason why it's
saints?
specifically
no,
Zimbabwe?
he doesn't know. He knows he's gifted, but he doesn't know that he is, you know what I mean? He's the
He's the
descendant
direct
of Jesus
descendant
Christ
of,
himself.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is
But
there a
like there are
reason
a lot of
why he's
parallels to him and Jesus.
specifically from Zimbabwe?
Yeah, yes. I like the
Why?
pilgrimage from Zimbabwe to South Africa. I like that voyage here. And I like the fact that there's so much drama between Zimbabwe and South Africa. You know what I mean? And a lot of Zimbabweans just here to like work hard and just make a little bit of ends meet. And we give them such a very difficult time. And also the fact that a lot like the great civilizations of Africa are from the great Zimbabwe. So I was like, you know what? Like it just speaks to me. It's my second film. My first film was about a guy named George Kuda,
Yeah.
who is also a Zimbabwean, but a comedian. But in the movie, he's not a comedian. He's just a hustler. He's a drinker. He's a, you know what I mean? He's going
kinda
through
fucked
problems.
up.
His girlfriend's
Yeah.
pregnant. That kind of vibe. But it's a comedy. We started shooting just before before quarantine, before the first quarantine, right?
Uh-huh.
And then lockdown shut us down. So we're just waiting until like the law is a little more flexible so we can finish the movie.
Yeah.
And then we're going for film festivals. And then before you know, we're gonna launch it on you guys. We don't want to launch it to you guys before film festivals because
Okay.
I don't know,
Are
man.
you gonna do
From
like
what
some
I've
exclusive viewings and shit? Because we need to be there, bro.
Yeah,
Also,
yeah.
Ken, we
Because
would
from what
like
I've
to
seen,
invite you to come and showcase
sometimes
this at one of our events once events are legal again in this country.
for sure,
But we definitely want
for
to
sure.
showcase this live.
Yeah. No, but
So-
we want to start small, right? Do like a first 200 people and then let it go film festival. Let it pick up whatever it can pick up, all the awards that, you know, because like man, I don't know if you know, I write really well, right? Let it pick up what it can. And then once it comes back with all that hype and with 200 people talking about it, that's when we drop it on South African screens. So it's even hype. It's even more hype.
Yeah.
Knowing very well there's a second project just
Well,
behind
you're
that
saying
one
this is your
coming up.
second film, eh?
Yeah, this is my second film.
Nice.
And the first one was George Kuda, you saying?
Yeah, it's George. George, Run. That's the name of the
Run,
film.
George,
Run, George,
Run.
Run.
Where do we
can
find
people,
this?
Yeah, where can people go about checking
All right,
this?
like I said, we've got like 3 scenes to finish so we're just
Okay,
waiting for lockdown.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Okay, so the films
Yeah.
themselves aren't necessarily out, eh?
They're not out. The first one is being shot. That one is complete. That one is done. The script is done. It's just being shot.
Yeah.
The second one, the story Nkulunkulu, is being written, and yeah, it's coming along really well. I like.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It's
there
weird.
there was this other
If
group
you like
were
Ocean
working
Basket,
with.
you know.
Sorry. There was this group you were working with in Pretoria, right? And you guys were shooting like
Yeah.
really cool little skits, and at some
Not
point
ordinary
you were like the
TV.
weather guy and shit like that. Where is that stuff? What is it called, and how do we find that? Because
Yeah, not
genuinely
ordinary
hilarious.
TV. Oh shit! Oh damn! Sorry. That was not ordinary TV. That was back in the day of not ordinary TV.
Ordinary
I was
TV.
shooting with this guy. I was working with.
Yeah, I remember. Not
Yeah,
Ordinary.
I was working with the guy by the name of Chandra van Veek. We had our young dispute, as you know, most friendships do, and now it's a solo kind of project. So I'm bringing in my little brother into it. We're trying to work out like a whole new angle with it, and we'll be
Yeah.
coming back very soon, like
So
a
wait,
fresh
your
new
little
season.
brother's into
Something
this,
completely
into
different.
comedy as well, or is he into like film and all of that kind of stuff?
He's a good photographer. He's a photographer, designer, IT guy. So, and he also likes the comedy stuff. You know what I mean? I'm a funny guy, so it kind of just rubs off on him. It's one of those things.
Oh, okay.
You know how Oz's whole family raps? You know,
What's up,
Oz's
everybody?
mom
How you
raps,
guys
dad rap.
I highly doubt his
Man, the
father rap.
Rottweiler raps, you know?
I highly doubt his father
Everybody
rap.
rap at Oz's house. Everybody.
We got this clip up from Ordinary TV. Bongani Dube doing 3 minutes on some stairs.
We want to play this back
Oh,
for everybody
yo,
who's
that's
watching.
a long time ago.
Yeah, this is the
Yeah,
one, bro.
this was.
First of all, I'd like to tell you the truth about my
Yeah,
life.
that was
I am
lockdown
not
before lockdown.
an optometrist.
Just understand,
before,
Don't get
already,
confused by what you see in
That
front of
was
you.
years before that shit, man. I was
And I
making
feel like
COVID fun for
ophthalmologists
doing that shit. You know
are
what I mean? So yeah,
assholes
I don't know,
towards
that's a weird clip.
optometrists, you
It was
know,
weird,
like
man.
doctors
I
and
was
dentists.
early in my years,
You know,
man. I'm
ophthalmologists
big.
probably
I'm a new man
Optometrists
now.
and
I went down.
optometrists.
optometrist comes through.
I
and
went
it's like,
down.
look who's here, it's Jerry. How
I
Jerry?
went down.
I seen clearly
Hey man,
these days,
look. The jokes I told years ago and the jokes I tell now completely different. Okay, you can't put those jokes
What was
on me
that
now.
process
Those
actually
jokes.
for you? Like, what would you say your growth process was? Like, what's the difference between the jokes you were telling back then and the jokes you're telling now? Like, is it because you've grown that they're more
Back
mature,
then,
or
I let. Yeah, they definitely a lot more mature. Back then, I was I don't know. I was not very well versed and skilled at crafting a joke and being able to hold 10 minutes and also allowing myself to let loose. You know what I mean? That's like my biggest thing. My biggest thing is to be able to let loose. Like it's like Taoism. You know what I mean? Sometimes just let it be. You know? So now what back then I would overthink the joke. I was like, no, but like it must be like this, or maybe I must pause like that.
Perfect time
And
for the
now throughout my
punchline,
development, like I would say this, like the best show to ever watch me is at a one-man show. Like you want to come see me for an hour. It's usually like an hour, 30 minutes, and it's fucked up. Like it's really fucked
you
up.
were doing your
Like
you were doing
everything
your
happened.
one-man shows every first Thursday, right?
No, every first Thursday. No. I was doing a couple of. It was not a one-man show. It was like a lineup show in Durban. And the night after that, I was doing like a clean comedy night. And I think I did my last one-man show on the 13th of March at Logo at a place called Dunkel Theatre. And we're talking about we'll do this every 3 months. And then unfortunately lockdown. But like we had a couple of people there, and it was berserk, man. Like you know, I was literally. I was loose. I was the way I like
Somebody in the comments is
myself.
saying your younger brother is just free labor, fam.
I mean,
I
he's not in the room, so yes, he's free labor. But why you gotta say all that? You gotta say all of that. Like, very soon,
have another question for you before we go.
Yeah.
So a lot of the comedians I hear from and all of that kind of stuff always say that they were like either really, really, really good at a specific subject, but they were just pain in the asses. I want to know, what was your relationship like with your teachers growing up and you being a comedian and all of that? Is it something that you had realized back when you were a kid, and were you like a troublemaker type thing?
Yeah, no, I was troublesome. This reminds me of one of my favorite stories from high school. So there was this guy named Long, because he was tall, right? Who sat behind me.
Call him Long.
And now we're reading, Long. Lirat. We're reading Macbeth. Ne? And you know Macbeth is fucked up.
Yeah.
So homie falls asleep. So I turn around, I turn the page, like page 50 or some shit like that. Then I chill. Then I turn back to him. I wake him up. I'm like, Long, come on, man, you need to concentrate. You're gonna get into trouble. He's like, oh yeah, thanks. Then he looks up. He's like, oh shit. Then I look back again. I'm like, Long, I thought I was gonna be fine to turn the page to page 50. I'm sorry. You know what? Let me tell you what page you are really on. Right? I still give him the wrong page. I'm like, 1 page 22. That time, 1 page 7. This thing, this nigga's like, hey, what? How what? It was layered. Yes, it's like, man, it's like, what page are we on? It's like, Long, what were you doing? That was funny to me, bro. Now that's the shit I live for, you know? And so like another story, like my English teacher, she had it the worst because me and my friend, all my friends were in one class. Like, I don't know how that happened. Like, we're all in one class. They fucked up. Like the craziest kids were there. So it was always like a jump. So now she had a safe. She had a big ass safe with books inside in the classroom. Right? So she left and she left the safe open. Yeah. And Long left the class. And now I'm left with my boy Beeswax. And I'm like, yo, Wax, I've got an idea.
Don't question the names.
Don't worry about the names. I need to use this made up name. I don't want you to find these people and question them whether or not these stories are true, right? Right? I'm trying to cover my ends over here.
So I'm like, yo, beeswax,
I see you streetwise.
take Long's bag and let's put it in the safe. Wax is like, okay, but like, what's so funny about that? I'm like, no, what's gonna happen is when Long comes back, we'll tell him that his bag is in the safe and he needs to go get it. When he gets it, we close the safe. And Wax is like, that's fucking genius. So he takes the bag, he runs into the safe. He's like, where should I put it? I'm like, put it all the way at the back. He's like, all right. As he puts it down, I close the safe, you know?
So
you
the
layers.
Big shit, bruh.
So my shit was layered, bruh. All my shit was layered. So like it all started there, man. You know
Wait,
what I
what
mean?
high school did you go
And now
to,
it's
bro?
just, I went to Pro Arte Elford Park.
Oh God, this makes so much
Yeah,
sense.
with the gays and the drugs. With the gays and the drugs. Yeah.
This makes a lot of sense.
It was
Oh,
either
I haven't
you're
met
on the
anyone
gays
sane
or
from
you're on the
Pro Arte.
drugs. Huh?
I haven't met anyone sane from Pro Arte. Like who's ever
Yeah,
told
it's
me that
'cause-
they've been
Wait,
to
is
that
this
school.
in Pretoria?
Yeah, this is like near
Yeah, it's in
Midland.
Pretoria.
It's an art school.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. I
Yeah.
didn't know about
Gays
Pro
and
Arte.
drugs. Gays and drugs. Like this. Like it's too much, bruh. It's known for gays and drugs. Like straight up. If you're not on gays, you're on drugs. Like
If
you
you're
have to
not on
choose.
kids, you're
what
on
is-
drugs. Where's the doctor?
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Bang, bang, bang.
So I was like,
bang, bang,
maybe let me just be on the drugs.
Let me just be.
I just be on the drugs. This other stuff is too much. I have to be in a parking lot. Why? That's why we suck dicks.
Oh,
I was like, yeah? Oh, yeah.
Listen. For one last time, I want to say salute to all subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Go to Bongani's channel. It's up here on the feed yet again. Please subscribe.
You'll see all of his handles and all of that kind of stuff attached to the video. All
Yeah.
the links and everything, guys.
Yeah.
Dude, this
I'll-
was so awesome.
I'll work
Thank
harder
you so
to
much.
drop some stuff for you guys. Thank you, man. Thanks for having me, bruh. Don't forget.
Like, I was both
Don't forget
anticipating
to
this interview and like terrified of it because of how I feel right now. Like I'm exhausted, I'm tired. I feel like I worked out. I went to gym for like.
Tired of me, man. Yeah. I can't wait until we can be together, like in the studio, all three of us. I can't wait for that. I think that's gonna be fire.
Oh
fire.
God, no! I'm not ready.
Yeah.
I think
I'll go
let me
fucking
do this.
get
Let
up.
me do. Let me gym.
Yeah.
Let me get back to gym for that first.
Oh,
You know what I
okay.
mean?
Good
I
luck.
feel like we need to
Good
do
luck
some
with that.
squats. We need to do some push-ups, some serious shit
Hey,
before
man.
sitting in studio with you.
Good luck with that life endeavor. That's
Yo, listen.
Good luck with that life
First
endeavor.
Thursdays is back though. We need to link on that First Thursdays thing, bro.
definitely, bruh. Definitely. Like definitely, man. We'll do whatever needs to be done and have some fun.
I'll win.
I'm always down.
Bro. Thank you so much for the call, man. Thank you for joining us. And
Thanks
you
for
being the
having me,
first
guys.
guest on the M.I.A. podcast, bro.
Made in Africa.
Bang, bang,
Shit like that. Shit like that.
bang, bang, bang.
And Joseph said, let my people go. Oh, okay.
Nah, salute, bro. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you
for the
guys
call,
for
bro.
watching.
Where?
Oh,
Much blessings, guys.
This
Take
is
care of yourselves. Yeah.